Well, here we are at the worldwide launch of the all-new Mercedes-Benz S-Class. They could have chosen Europe to launch the car. Nope. United States. Nope. Asia. Nope. Where did they choose? Canada. That's right, Canada, because we're a perfect slice of the world market. We have a multicultural society, big city like Toronto. That's where we started, and we've headed north, driving the all-new S-Class here to cottage country. Mercedes-Benz claims that this is the most technologically advanced car in the world.
The S-Class is definitely the pinnacle of automotive engineering, the finest one we've ever built and the most advanced car in the world right now. And with this new generation now, we're able to take a lot of the safety innovations that we've pioneered in past versions of the S-Class. For Canada, for launch for the S-Class, we have the S550 4MATIC. That's going to be our volume vehicle. We have it in the standard wheelbase and the long wheelbase. So that's something that carries over from the previous generations of the S-Class. We see about a 50-50 split actually, which is, again, fits with Canadian preferences. The US market only sells the long wheelbase. In Canada, we know that there's a preference, even in the S-Class segments, towards some smaller vehicles for customers. So we see about a 50-50 split there. Of course, standard leather upholstery, genuine wood trim, all the amenities. I mean, the interior of this car, I was fortunate enough to see it a couple of years ago in Germany when we first, as employees, when we first got to see some of the original prototypes, and we were all just amazed at the quality, and I genuinely believe it is the greatest interior ever put in a car.
What you get with an S-Class Mercedes is the typical high-end interior, wood and leather. That's for granted. But now you've got a modern, opulent interior. When you look at the dashboard, two large screens. One controls the navigation, the communications, your cell phone, and that's all accessible by placing your hand on the center unit here and rotating the dial. You can access all of the buttons by just using your fingertips, and I particularly like the volume button next to the controller because you adjust the radio and the volume all the time. Then you notice there's another screen behind the steering wheel. This is customizable. We've got it set up with the speedo and the tach, but unfortunately there's a basic ergonomic problem here. Through all of my driving today, I've tried as much as I can. The steering wheel blocks that. I wish that was better. But the rest of the car, wow, heated and cooled seats, a massaging seat for the driver and the passenger. But one of the best seats in the whole house is back there. Now, Mercedes-Benz Canada tells us that most Canadians buy their S-Class with a bench seat in the back for 3 seats to move people around, mostly kids. But if you like, you can get this. This is the chauffeur mode. The front seat slides all the way forward and kicks out a little footrest. The back seat reclines and out comes a leg rest. And now you're maxing and relaxing. Muskoka, please.
Our powertrain is the newest version of our 550 V8, so good for 449 horsepower, and that's on our base version. So that's the slowest S-Class we're going to make right now for the Canadian market.
But don't worry, fans of AMG, yes, there will be a high-performance model of the S-Class coming to Canada. Unfortunately, due to low demand in the United States, the S-Class will not be fitted with a diesel engine. Driving the new S-Class is everything you could imagine it being. Smooth, quiet, refined, and insulated. The throttle, like most Mercedes products, takes quite a bit of effort to depress, which aids in getting away from a light or traffic very smoothly. The steering is very light. It takes no effort to maneuver this fortress on wheels. Now, Mercedes-Benz has a saying, luxury drives innovation. And it's so true. A lot of the features we have on everyday cars start out on luxury cars, and many of them started out on S-Class Mercedes. One example, anti-lock brakes. We take that for granted in pretty much every car, but it was introduced for the very first time on an S-Class Mercedes. So with this new introduction of a brand new model, Mercedes has taken the time to reduce the weight of this vehicle, but also supplying the luxury ride that their buyers want. By shaving 100 kilograms of weight, it makes the vehicle stiffer. The way they've achieved that is by blending aluminum and high tensile steel. The body is 50% stiffer than the old model. When you bolt on that beautiful air suspension that this vehicle is equipped with to that very sturdy frame, it produces a very quiet, smooth, and luxurious ride. And by shaving 100 kilograms, you also get a 20% benefit in terms of fuel efficiency. There's other things at work to achieve that fuel efficiency target, but that's a major one, shaving weight. And when you drive this vehicle, it has different settings for sport mode, comfort, all kinds of fabulous features. But the first thing that you notice when you drive this is a very high-end interior. It feels like you're driving around in a living room that you would see in an Architectural Digest magazine. It's spectacular.
With this new generation now, we're able to take a lot of the safety innovations that we've pioneered in past versions of the S-Class and take them to the next level to really improve things. For example, the night view night view assist that we pioneered, now we have Night View Assist Plus, which takes that and we're able to identify things like pedestrians on the road, like animals on country roads, to be able to warn drivers specifically about things like that rather than just giving them a view of what's out there. Now we're able to take that to the next level where we can actually sense pedestrians, so we can avoid not only collisions with vehicles but also collisions with pedestrians.
Now, I know there's some of you at home thinking, come on, Zach, an S-Class Mercedes, that's for Canada's elite. I can't afford one of those cars. Well, some people can, and they're going to be very happy. What you have to do is think of the S-Class as a rolling showcase. Throughout this vehicle's history, they've introduced all kinds of safety features and innovations that trickle down to everyday cars. So think of the Mercedes as the technology that might be in your next car.
Looking for a luxury car? All the reviews are available at drivingtelevision.com.